Hey there, what's going on? Today I want to share with you a quick exercise that you can use to strengthen your hip flexors. In the context of running, this is an idea that I've been exploring for a while based on a conversation that I had with my yoga teacher a while back, because I was constantly complaining about the fact that my hip flexors were really tight. And she proposed the idea, well, what if they're not tight? What if they're actually weak? What if they are not strong enough to do what you're asking of them? So that was really of interest to me. And so here's a really simple exercise that you can do to help strengthen your hip flexors and start exploring this idea. So you don't really need any props here. All we're going to do is just sit up tall on our yoga mat. And first and foremost, if you're feeling right away like you're slumping, kind of really dipping into the low back here, the first thing that you can do is either sit up on a block or roll up a blanket or a towel and put it just right up underneath your sit bones. So we don't want to just sit right on top of the block again and then slouch. We really want to be sitting very much forward on the block, so that my sit bones, are right tipping forward so that I don't end up back here. Okay, so just keep that in mind. So again, if you're really feeling right away like you're slouching in the low back, sit up and forward on a block. If you have some blocks nearby, you can certainly use them as props here. All we're going to do is we're going to lift the right leg any amount up off the floor. Okay, and so in order to do that, I'm actually bracing through my left leg, actively pressing the heel and the sit bone into the floor as I sit nice and tall, and then lift the right leg any amount off the floor. Okay, you can either have hands on the floor or blocks for support here. But again, if you start to feel like you're slouching a little bit, use the blocks as reinforcement to sit up tall. Okay, and all you have to do is lift it any amount. Good. If you want to progress, you'd simply think about lifting the leg higher. One way to do that is to use a block here and set it up kind of in the middle. So this is the lowest height, this is the mid height, and this is the highest height. We're going to start with the lowest one. And the objective here is to simply, again, press down through the resting leg and lift the active leg up and touch it on the top of the block and repeat. Okay, so the resting leg is active and pressing into the floor as I lift the active leg, bring it up and touch it to the top of the block. So here you can see you can like really challenge yourself here. And again, we don't want to slouch or lean back, right? That makes it very easy. You could even do this with your back against the wall, or just maybe an inch or two away from the wall, and the objective would be don't touch or lean back into it, right? So let's see if I can do the highest height here. This is one that I've been working on, and it's quite difficult. But as you practice, you'll get stronger. So here we go. Press down through the left leg, reach and engage, put the right foot up on top of the block. Good. So there's going to be a little bit of a lean back, but we don't want to be fully reclined here. So I would practice maybe one set of 10 or 12 on each leg every couple of days and work your way up from there.